Alright, now I've made a couple of cuts in the front post. I've got this back here so it fits pretty well. Good enough anyway to get it tacked in place. But this is what I did to this. I took and cut that almost all the way through. Left a little bit of strength on the end here so I could shape it all the way through on this end. Same here. If I would have had to have made, you know, a big difference in shape, I probably wouldn't have done it this way. I would have just cut this off and made a new piece. But seeing that I only needed to really make a really small amount of movement up on this end right here, I decided to go ahead and cut that. Plus I want the look of it when I'm done, and when I have this welded in, I want the welds to show. Not heavy, but I want it to be able to, I want somebody to be able to look at that and say that, you know, it was cut and reshaped. I mean, I can hide all these welds and planish them all out and you'll never see them again, but that's not the point on this particular situation. I want them to show. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in place. Set my extra set of hands here on here. Duct tape. Now we can get a better look at the shape right here. And it's actually pretty good. It's really close. I'm going to have to skin this back a little bit. And I'm actually, I really don't have to go by this gutter 100% because I'm going to take a hammer and dolly afterwards and shape the gutter to the door. So I just got to make the door frame really straight and a real symmetrical curve right here. And then afterwards I'll just go ahead and make the gutter, shape the gutter to the door. So as long as the door is good right here and there's room to move the gutter, I should be all set. Then I'm going to take and cut this piece down. I might actually end up taking a piece out of the bottom of that. Put it in place, shape this, cut the end off, but that's going to take a little bit more time. Again, if this was a high profile car that was going to get painted and all this and that, I would end up just making this piece right here out of one piece of steel. Make this edge, take a leftover section of the window channel, put that in place right here, form that, and then just make the rest of it out of a new piece of steel. That way there wouldn't be a lot of welds in it. You wouldn't have to worry about paint witness, welds witnessing through the paint or any of that kind of stuff. You would let it, after you welded it, you'd let it in, and that'd be the end of it. But this isn't the case on this. I want this stuff to show. So, and it's going to be, you know, rusty and metal and everything, so that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a close-up on that and give you a better look at the post where it's cut. You know, you can go ahead and look at the whole line all the way across there, down to the back. This fitment right here is going to be, like I said, pulled ahead just a little bit, but other than that, it'll be a pretty smooth transition right here. I'll have to cut this piece right here down into here. I'll cut this piece up into here. I'll open that up a little and close that a little, and that'll be that. That'll be blended in, but that'll be the gap. Now I'm going to go ahead and fit the front of the door post. I actually already cut this off. I basically sat it on here. It touched in the back. It had a gap in the front. I just took a measurement of the gap in the front and reversed it. Cut this off and see what we have. No, it's not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. I'll have to reshape some of this a little bit, but it's not too bad really. We'll see how the rest of this comes out. Well, that's pretty close actually. Closer than I thought it was going to be. Take and that up. See if I can get a mark on that. As a starting point anyway. Go ahead and mark that. There, again, leaving it long. can weld back in if I have to, but I'd rather not. Got enough to do. There's a good starting point for that end, and for this end. Back some of the backs out of the line. Well, here it is with the final piece cut, and as you can see, the gap is a little tight up in here, but I've got to thin this up a little bit right in here so that these two pieces will come together, and when I do that, I'll bring this down, which will make that gap more equal. But basically that's the beginning of it anyway, and I've got quite a few more hours worth of shaping and welding on here, but basically that's pretty much it. I did leave a piece of the window channel in here, which I'll take off, and as you can see how this is wider here, I'm going to go ahead and narrow that up on the inside, bring the channel together so it lines up, and you know, whether or not I put another window channel in there, I don't even know, but it doesn't matter at this point. I might as well make it so I can if I want to. And but that's pretty much that. You can get a look at the other side. That was done last year, but there it is, an inside shot, and that's pretty much it. It's a good start on it. I was hoping to get it completely finished, but I've got a few chores to do here before work day tomorrow. So, but it was a pretty good weekend. Or at least I got a good start on things. Got all my tools dug out, and hopefully we'll get this door wrapped up this week. I got a good start on it, so there we are.